Good to see you. How are you? A couple of weeks now, having come back from the hamstring injury. How are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Just getting used to playing minutes again, but that'll come over time. Having 5 or 6 weeks out, still a work in process. Hopefully, I can keep building on my minutes.
Any hesitation when you first came back with an injury like that in particular?
No, hamstrings are pretty common anyways, aren't they? So, just is what it is, part and parcel of the game, and be a fool to think you're not going to pick any injuries up. Playing the sport we do, the daft sport that we do.
What's in your mind? Give us your thoughts when it happened.
Nothing. I'm injured. It was what it is, part and parcel. But far worse than that. So it's just, like I say, it's part and parcel of the game. And I got through all last season without getting injured anyways. So it was I was due an injury.
Yeah, you were. Well, you said far worse has happened, and of course referring to those two Achilles injuries, and we all felt for you there.
Yeah.
Has that helped you? And I know it sounds maybe an odd one. You said it's part and parcel. Because of what you've gone through, has that helped you deal with injuries as they've gone along?
Yeah, probably. Before my Achilles injuries, I hate to talk about it 'cause it's boring, it does my head in. But it's all right. Before that, that happened, probably saying 6 weeks on the sidelines, I'd probably thought I'd been pulling my hair out, I'm stressed. But 6 weeks in terms of a grand scheme of things, it's nothing. 6 weeks, nothing. Just give me time to get stronger in the gym, which, to be fair, I had 6 weeks focusing, apart from off-season, which I don't really give myself a break. You kind of just still working and trying to keep up with pace, so you're ready for pre-season. I haven't really had 6 weeks where I've just been taking it easy for a while, so it was good. It sorted a couple of my niggles out as well. We trained 4G on my pre-season, and my back was a bit sore from that because the ground's so hard. So kind of give time to sort that out, and any other niggling injuries that I had as well. So hopefully I'm fresh and ready to go for the rest of the season. Touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood. How much are you looking forward to getting a consistent run now?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to trying to get some good performances under the belt as well as a team, instead of walking off, frustrated or a bit upset with the performance and how the game's gone.
Yeah, not the easiest time to come back in, is it, at times like this right now?
No, not at all. No, it's been tough.
How is it in the squad? How is it?
We're trying to keep the spirits high, but I'm not going to lie, it don't feel good when you're walking off the pitch and you're getting a lot of points scored past you. It's tough, but we are where we are, and there's only us who can pull us out of it.
As one of those players who's been around a while now, and you're still a young player, but you're one of the more experienced ones compared to some of the young players.
I don't feel like it, but it's mad that, isn't it?
No, exactly, yeah. But compared to some of the young lads who are having to come in, so you'll be one of those players who's looked at, we've spoken to Simon about it, that you have to manage some of those younger players because they won't have dealt with this kind of adversity before. How much are you stepping up into that role and helping them?
We're just trying to... It's tough, isn't it, speaking of your Logan Moyes and your Jack Charles, they're 18 years old. When it comes onto the pitch, they kind of have to hold their own. You just have to expect and hope that they do their job. You can't run around, trying to protect them. They're in here and they're at the club for a reason because they can do the job. Yeah, it is a tough ask to do, back-to-back 80-minute games, but they'll be good for that. They'll come good for that. As opposed to me, just trying to help out where I can, just like all the other older people and the older heads who have been here before. But try and just lead by actions. Talk's cheap. Anyone can talk a good game. Lead by your actions, and hopefully they can follow and take something out of that.
So it feels weird being an older head, despite being a young woman.
25. I feel like your experience, it feels like we've got a couple of more years left. My body might, but bloody hell, I don't feel like that.
As far as some of those young ones, maybe in reverse, there's almost a fearlessness at times with some of those players. I mean, it depends on the individual character. But maybe there's that element of they just get on with it. It's just, whatever.
Well, what they're dealing with now, it's only going to get easier from here for them. So they've done all the tough stuff now at this age. So if they've been 18 and they've been in these patches, anything else after that, it's building them for the next years on. So hopefully it's a tough batch now, but that'll stand them in good stead when they get old. You know, a couple more years down the line, and they'll be getting relied on week in, week out. They'll be able to handle that a lot more better from this game time.
Yeah, how much about it is building up that psychological strength as much as anything else that comes with pro sport?
Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? The more games get under the belt, the confident they're going to get. You can imagine at the first games was getting you'd be a bag of nerves like you would. I was at my first game, so it'll be good for them. They'll be getting confident week on week. So hopefully performances will be getting more confident. You'll see that.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's the first chance we've spoke to you, the form cost Tony Smith his job. What were your thoughts when he left?
Oh yeah, it's never nice seeing someone lose his job, and you know, us as players have played a part in that. We're the ones that go out on the field. You know, coaches can only give you so much. We go onto the field and we try and put our best foot forward, whether that be obviously not being good enough or good enough. Our performances weren't good enough, and it's a shame that he's lost his job because of it. But you know, such as the sport, it moves on quickly. We look forward to our next games, our next coaches. It's tough times at the minute, but we have full trust in the coaching staff that we've got now, and the ideas that Grix is pulling through. We all seem to be jumping on board with it. It might, hopefully, it won't take a couple of games to get used to. You want to be kind of understanding the roles and the jobs that he wants you to do straight away. But hopefully, once we can all get our heads around it and understand what he wants from us, and we can put that into place, results might fall off the back of that.
I'll talk to you about him in a second. How was Tony for you personally?
Yeah, it was good. He was a good bloke. He was a good guy as well to have around the training ground as well. He always tried to make positives out of things, and I think under him last year when we was pushing for the top six, we got playing some really good rugby under Tony. It's quite enjoyable to be playing in that side. Unfortunately, that good period of rugby that we had, for some reason or not, I think like just injuries might have played a part in that, and destruction last year. We missed out on the top six and went on a bad run of losing a lot of games. So, like I say, unfortunately, it's panned out. He's lost his job, and you know, none of us players was happy with that. But such is life, and such is rugby, and it's very cutthroat in it. Is what it is sometimes. Yeah,
whatever the future holds remains to be seen, but it is Simon, along with Francis and the rest of the coaching staff at the moment, and Simon in particular, what's he done?
He's just come in and he's brought some new ideas to the table, his beliefs on how rugby should be played. Everyone has different beliefs on how rugby should be played. If it was all in black and white, then there'd be no need for coaches, would they? So it's been and is trying to put his stamp on the team. So like I say, hopefully we can get our heads around that and get used to the way he wants to defend and attack sooner rather than later, because I think we all trust in the process of what he wants. I definitely back it. So I'm hoping it clicks for us.
What are the key differences between him and what Tony was wanting from him?
Oh, it's getting too technical for that. It's too technical.
Lot of detail to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail, but there's a lot more rugby where I'd feel like I'd just be saying different words that no one would be understanding. So I'll keep it just to. It's different. So such as every other coach in the Super League, they've all got different ways of wanting to defend and attack.
Okay, appreciate that. New face at the club as well in Richie Miley. You had any interaction with him yet?
Not really. No. Obviously, he's come in and he's had a few chats to us. He's in and around the boys and stuff, just floating about. Yeah, he's here every day, and hopefully he can turn us around.
Yeah, one of the things he's done is brought Tom Briscoe back to the club.
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw that?
I remember in the stands I was watching him as a kid for FC, which is funny.
He'll love me saying that.
Yeah, I know.
You're trying to regain those years again now after saying you're an old head, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah. No, even that seems like a long time ago, you know. The Hull FC and Hull derbies that he was playing in, and I remember one of his tries where he's gone about 90 metres and scored a try against KR. Yeah, it's crazy rugby. You don't realise how fast time goes either. I feel like it was only a couple of years ago, sat in the stands, and now, 10 years on, he's now back. Was it 11 years since his debut here? Mad. But no, he'll provide some experience. We've got, like I say, for me to be 25 years old and be an experienced player shows we haven't got them older heads and more experience. You know, he's been in Challenge Cups. He scored 5 tries against Cator in the Wembley. So he's got experience of winning trophies, and he's got experience of Super League, and hopefully he can bring that across to the young kids like Logan Moy, Lewis Martin, Harvey Barron. Hopefully they can feed off him. Yeah, it'll be a good experience for us.
A lot of talk this week. It's not going to happen, it seems, but there was a lot of talk about Paul Rowley. How much was that among the discussion points in the dressing room and the group chats this week when it was coming in?
Not a lot. We just get on with our jobs, and whatever happens. Like I say, we fully back the coaching staff that we've got now, and I think that was for next year anyways. So there wasn't much talk from us really about that. Paul Rowley's a very good coach, and what we've done for Salford is very, very good, and the way they play is very, very good as well. It's pleasing on the eye, and they can also back up with the defence as well. So the way he's got Salford playing, it's exciting to watch. But like I said, we just focus on the week next. It's out of our hands, and whoever's leading us will back them.
Well, it's Leeds up next. In terms of this one, how do you pick yourselves up for this one?
Like we have done all season, you can't get down about it. Like I say, you get too down about it. It affects your prep for the next game. You just got to dust yourselves off. We know the tasks, what's ahead of us, and we know the squad that we've got. It's the injuries affected us last week. We've got a few more bodies back this week. Hopefully we'll can go head on. We've analysed some places where we think we can get some joy, and some places where they think they might get some joy, and we're trying to fix that up. So we're looking forward to the contest, and hopefully we can get a fair share of the ball this week, because Saints just drowned us out last week, and it feels like I think we've got 30% possession. I mean, we did all you do your defence days and your attack days, and ultimately we just did defence, didn't we, last week? So hopefully we can show a bit more on attack and get more of our hands on the ball, because that wasn't the case last week.
Last game for 6 weeks at the MKM before the pitch gets dug up. How much do you owe the home fans a performance? Oh,
it's not even just the home fans, it's all the fans. You know, it's them fans that travelled 2.5 hours to Saints on a Friday night, still there singing proud after being beat 58-0. They're proper fans, aren't they? They're the ones that'll back you until the end of the day. So, you know, we massively appreciate that. It don't go unnoticed. But yeah, it'd be nice to send them off with a good win, because it's been tough. But it's not been tough for them. It's been tough for us all. It's been really tough. But like I say, you can't dwell on that for too long. You'll get stuck in a rut. We know the task at hand, and we'll be doing whatever we can. Like we do all home games, every game. We'll be trying our best.
What have you made of Leeds?
Yeah, they started off the season real well, didn't they? Really strong. But a Rowan Smith coach team, they like to throw the ball around. They're not scared of kicking early on players to the wingers like they did against KR. They've got the middles. Cam Smith controls the middles around and chucks the ball around. It's not really structured play, Leeds. It'll be interesting to see what they throw at us, but we'll be ready for it. And we're excited for it.
And I've said the most important question to last. As I was walking in, David Leighton called me and he said, make sure you ask Joe about his friendship and his best friend Jack Ashworth. I didn't ask you about that.
Take no notice of Jack Davey. He thinks that we've got a free best friend clan. Well, I best say we have got a free best friend clan. Also, call him tomorrow and he'll have a go at me. So yeah, me and Davey and Jackie, he likes to think we're the three best friends. He's a weird guy, Davey, sometimes.
So he'll be happy that he's got this mention, yeah?
Yeah, shout out to him, yeah.
Top man, cheers.
All right, mate.
Right, Joe.
Yeah, good mate.
Your game then, obviously back at loose man last week, your favourite position.
Yeah.
What can we expect going forward now? What does it look like for you?
Like I say at the start, hopefully get some more minutes under my belt. You know, being 6 weeks out, it's just trying to get used to the lungs again, get the lungs used to the big minutes on the field, and being good with the ball as well.
Is it a case of getting defence right in order to attack more in the way that you boys want to? So obviously, a lot of exit sets, and obviously Saints were struggling, weren't they?
Yeah.
You bring the ball out from the corners, which everyone hates doing that, no matter what level you play at. So, is it getting that right, that balance right, to get in the contest, if you like, and get more favourable possession?
Well, stop. The idea is you want to stop them attacking kicks, don't you? And the only way they can get attacking kicks is being in attacking positions. So try and get them to do long distance kicks, trapping them in their 40. That'll be a good start, and then that can really give us a chance to actually get in the arm wrestle this week and go set for set. That'll be the idea this week.
Obviously, if that happens, you have to think you're getting yourself on the ball a lot. Because there's good balance in there, like carrying, but obviously like promoting the ball as well. Yeah,
and hopefully I can provide that. I'd like to think that's something that we've been missing the last couple of weeks, or the last block of games, with injuries, and the team's been different every week. We've not been able to get the same 17 out each week. I feel like we've been lacking a bit of that in the middle, and hopefully I can provide that. To try and get the outside players, because we've got good edge players. Obviously Ed Chamberlain's going to come in. You've got Sutty as well, Liam Sutcliffe, dangerous on the ball, so get the ball out to them and get the half-back some time where they can get some joy there with the back rowers as well. Hopefully that'll get us some metres and get us some tries as well ultimately.
Chewy is closing in on his return now. There's a chance that he comes back for Wire next week. I mean, how big is that for the side?
Massive. He's been training real well as well for the past couple of weeks now. He's been killing it, to be fair, in training. So yeah, it's exciting. I don't want to put too much pressure on his shoulders. Obviously, I don't think anyone does. None of the coaching staff would, but to have that kind of calibre ready to go next week, hopefully that can be nothing but a positive for us anyways.
Thinking of that must give you boys such a lift in training to see him on the verge of coming back into the side. You talk about positive things to get behind and energy and things like that. That can only help.
100%. So we have 13 against 13 training. So obviously the playing 13 will play against the rest. And he's been in the rest, and he's been ripping us apart, to be honest. He's been looking really good, to be fair. So it's exciting because we all know what he can do. We all know what he offers in our team. He makes our team click. I think it was last year he came in. Maybe about like round 4, round 5 last year. Round 9, so it'll be the same again, really. And we was a different team with him in there. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't want to put pressure on him to be that again and to turn our season around, but he provides you with a lot of things that we need. So yeah, it's only going to be positive, and it's something that I think we've all been looking forward to since we've seen him come back on the field. We've been just counting down the weeks until he can play, because he is massive and he's a very, very key player for us.
I mean, I understand what you say, but I suppose facts are facts with Chewy, aren't they? When he did come back against Wigan, it did coincide with that winning spell. Obviously, a lot of credit goes to the team for that as well. Yeah. Then when he got injured, it dropped off again. Yeah. So it does show. It's hard not to put the pressure on him, but his quality. We all know his quality. Chewy, the saviour. Just give him the keys. Do whatever he wants. Yeah, it's good.